Hello everyone, welcome to Gaga's Farmhouse. It's Friday, another beautiful sunny day here in Northern Illinois. We're really happy to have the sun. I wanted to talk to you about something today. I just had an experience at the grocery store. And as I've said before, I'm 78. My kids they're not kids anymore, they are middle-aged. And I ran into two of my son's friends from high school. And I still think of them as kids, and they're married. They're two classmates that married. And she came running up to me and she said, "Oh, Mrs. K, I thought it was you. I heard you moved back to Illinois." And I said, "Yes." And she called me Mrs. K. Now, I could have said, "Oh, no, call me Sue, But that doesn't work because I have friends of my son's that I haven't lost touch with. I've been, we've had a relationship all through the years. And they also call me Mrs. K. So I thought, at first when I saw her, I thought, oh, we haven't seen each other for years. So we're stuck in that paradigm where she was the kid, the teenager, and I was the mom, and I was Mrs. K. But it isn't true because the other boy, he's almost 50 years old. The other young man also calls me Mrs. K, and I've had a relationship, and, our roles have changed over the years, but he's still, and I've asked him at some point to call me Sue, and he can't do it. It feels odd to him. These kids really have a respectful, they're very respectful to us, and that's really important when you're older because you kind of, in a lot of situations, you disappear and you're discounted and you're put aside. Oh, she's old. What does she know? Whatever. But these young people that my son grew up with are very respectful to us. And they actually love talking about the old days, and so we're not accused of living in the past. They like to live there a little bit with us. And it's good to see them grown up and happy. And as we were talking, our larger families have some of the same challenges, and it's good to talk to other people about how does your family deal with this challenge. I won't go into it, but you can imagine, there are family members that just make it a little more difficult, and then the rest of the family is left trying to readjust and help and in and out and whatever. So it was very good to see them. When she told me that her daughter was 20 years old, I couldn't believe it because I was at her wedding. Where does time go? 20 years ago, I was only 58. Where does time go? And you better use every minute of it. Now, coming up in the future, I'll talk about that again, about living every day as if it was your last, because I was there on my last day. It was my last day. And I got past that because of the miracles of modern medicine. And it does change your outlook. It changes your outlook for sure. If it doesn't, I don't know. Nobody can help you then. If you're on death's door and you don't have a change of, or an appreciation of every darn day after that. So look in the future, keep posted because it's going to be on Good Friday. And there's a reason for that. So, follow me, like me, what do they say? Like, subscribe, ring the bell, or not. I'm here regardless. And now I'm going to say goodbye from Grandma Gaga's farmhouse. By the way, I'm in the kitchen area, and I'm going to call this the war room because this is where everything happens. At a party, everybody's in the kitchen. I've got my social calendar here that's, it's chock full of things, all right. Let's see. More doctor's appointments. So join me maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to go now, and I'm going to eat some Cheetos. Bye now.